welcome to Virtual Woodshed. If you're tuning into this video, you probably want to know how to tune a guitar, so that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to jump right into it. We're also going to, this video is going to kind of serve as a demo for the good old Sabine STX-1100 tuner, which is kind of the one of the industry standards for stage tuners, or guitar tuners, I guess. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Here we have a Fender Telecaster that's in pretty good tune, but let's detune it. Okay. Good. So we have a guitar that's pretty well out of tune. So looking at the Sabine tuner there, you'll notice that it's got a bunch of LED lights on it, and it's got the diatonic notes spelled out on it, A through G, and it's got dots on it which represent sharp and flat. Those dots are yellow, and the diatonic tones are green. So anyhow, let's jump right into it. If you know some basic theory about the guitar, you may have already learned that it's tuned in fourths. Which an easy way to think about that is if you go from the top string, which is E, that's not an E of course, we'll get there in a minute. If you count up E, F sharp, G sharp, A, E, F, G, A, that gives you a fourth up, which means your next note is going to be A. So let's take a look at how to achieve the proper E string tone here, and you can see there that we are actually on a D. Our E string has been detuned to an E. So what we need to do is we need to just basically tighten the tuning peg until we get up where we need to go. Now, a common misconception or a common error that a lot of new players do is that they start hitting the guitar, they start hitting the string like this and trying to tune it. Well, if you do that, you're not going to give the tuner a chance to do its job. So actually turn your volume knob all the way up and play a note and let it ring out a good long time. Your guitar is going to have plenty of sustain for that note to ring out. And just keep on cranking. Hit it again once it totally fades out. And just keep on cranking until you get the note you want. There we've got E, and you can see it, we were flashing flat. We're on E, we're flashing flat with see the yellow flat indicator is flashing rather. And we're going to keep twisting it slowly until boom, you got a green light which says in tune. And that's basically how easy the Sabine tuner is to use. Now, like I said, the guitar is tuned in fourths, so if you count up 4 intervals from the E string, you've got E, F sharp, G sharp, A. So the next note is going to be A. As you can see, we're way flat here. Right now our A string is ringing to a G sharp. So we're going to crank up here. Now we found A. As you can see, we're blinking flat there. Let's hit it again. And we're sharp. So if you overshoot a note like that, let's say we're up here and we're sharp, another key error that a lot of young players make is they'll try to back into a note like this, which you can do, but the best thing to do is, let's say you're sharp like this, what you need to do is actually go down low, go below your target again, and then actually pull out a little bit of tension here on the string is what I do. What that does is that takes, if there's any slack up here on the tuning peg, that'll pull that slack out and give you a good foundation to start from again. So let's try to find that A again. So now we're at, I believe that was F. Now we're at G flat. Or excuse me, that's G sharp. So we're heading north here. Now we're at A, we're flat, we see we're flashing, and boom. We're right on the money. So here's another little trick you'll need to know. I mentioned earlier that the guitar is tuned in fourths, so you count up E, F sharp, G sharp, A. The 5th fret of the string that you're fretting is actually going to ring a a unison to the next string down. So here you found an A on the 5th fret, E string, is going to ring a unison with the open A string. If you don't have a tuner, that's a good way to tune your guitar. So, let's count up. Now we've got the E and the A string in tune. We're a third of the way done. Let's count up another fourth. Here we got A, B, C sharp, D. Okay, now we got a D. So that means our next string down is going to be D. And it's going to ring to that pitch right there. And you can tell when I strike that 4th string that we're way flat. So do what I said to do earlier. Hit the note once, let it ring. Twist your tuning peg until you get up in the neighborhood of where you need to be. Then we'll start fine tuning it. And it petered out there, so let's strike it again. And you can see we're at D flat. We're getting pretty close. Now we've got the right pitch. We're just a little flat there. You can see the flat light is blinking. And the nice thing about the Sabine tuner is as you get closer to your target pitch, it flashes slower. I guess that's representing the wavelengths getting closer and closer to what it deems to be the perfect pitch. And just that Sabine tuner, it's not perfect, but it's as far as being a good stage tuner, it's really close. Okay, so now we're halfway done.